Have you ever wondered if psychopaths truly lack empathy? Is it possible that they can feel emotions just like the rest of us, but choose not to act on them? What if everything you thought you knew about psychopathy was only part of the picture? Stick around, we are diving into the fascinating world of psychopathy and the science of empathy. Psychopathy has long been associated with a lack of empathy, cold behavior, and even criminal tendencies. Movies and TV shows often portray psychopaths as ruthless individuals, completely incapable of caring about others. But how much of this is actually true? In this video, we'll break down what science has to say about psychopaths and empathy, separating myths from reality. And don't forget, stick around until the end, because I'll be sharing a surprising fact about psychopathy that you might not expect. Let's start with the basics. What is psychopathy? Psychopathy is a personality disorder characterized by traits such as superficial charm, manipulativeness, impulsivity, and a lack of remorse. But one of the most debated aspects of psychopathy is whether these individuals truly lack empathy, or if their experience of it is simply different from the rest of us. First, let's define empathy. Empathy generally comes in two forms: cognitive empathy and emotional empathy. Cognitive empathy is the ability to understand what someone else is feeling, while emotional empathy is the ability to feel what others feel. Most people have both forms of empathy to some extent, but studies suggest that psychopaths may only possess one type. Research has found that many psychopaths actually have intact cognitive empathy. They can recognize and understand emotions in others quite well. In fact, this is often what makes them so manipulative. They can read people like a book, but they don't necessarily feel the emotions themselves. Emotional empathy, on the other hand, seems to be significantly impaired in many psychopaths. This means that while they can intellectually grasp another person's pain, they don't experience the emotional distress that a typical person would when witnessing suffering. One fascinating study used brain scans to analyze the neural responses of psychopaths when they were shown distressing images. The results showed that their brains exhibited less activation in areas associated with emotional processing. However, when explicitly asked to empathize, some psychopaths were actually able to activate these regions, suggesting that their empathy may not be entirely absent, but rather under their voluntary control. This means they can choose when to empathize, something most people cannot do consciously. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Some researchers argue that not all psychopaths are emotionless. Instead, they may process emotions differently, experiencing shallow or fleeting emotions rather than deep, lasting ones. This could explain why some psychopaths are able to maintain social relationships, hold down jobs, and even appear charming and charismatic. So what does this mean for the question, do psychopaths truly lack empathy? The answer isn't as simple as a yes or no. It appears that while many psychopaths lack automatic emotional empathy, they can still understand emotions on an intellectual level and in some cases even switch their empathy on and off when needed. So what do you think? Should we consider psychopaths completely devoid of empathy, or is their experience of emotions simply different? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and human behavior. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.